running late. Running late after taking a certain someone out for a potty break. Don't need the umbrella. Damn it. Why is it every time that you're like in a rush, everything, you know, like things fall down, like things won't open, your belt buckle loop gets stuck to the door, and just chaos. We have a very different vlog today. We are doing beta breakers. What is beta breakers? That is a great question, Past Brenda. Let me give you a short, brief history of beta breakers. Beta breakers is a 12K foot race across the city of San Francisco that happens on the third Sunday of May. It has been described by some as Mardi Gras meets Boston Marathon meets Pride with a splash of Halloween. I'll link an article down below that tells you a little more about the history. It all started on New Year's Day of 1912 as a cross-city race. This event was a response to the 1906 earthquake that left 3,000 dead and many unhoused. The city was looking to revitalize, and a tradition was born. Now, it hasn't always looked the way that it does today. There has been a few changes, like in 1976, the UC Davis Aggies, my alma mater, ran the Centipede Race. This is where a group of 13 to 15 runners in costume, all attached to each other, race. Since then, Beta Breakers has become the home of the Centipede Race. Now, today, they still give the options of doing Centipede Race or, you know, a regular race. You can walk it, you can even do the rally racing. It's essentially one giant party. People dress up, some people don't dress at all, and people get really creative with their costumes. Now back to Past Brenda. It's gonna be fun. We are wearing our matching Shrek hats. The event doesn't allow big bags, so I'm thinking of taking this, my Calpac little bag. Do I recommend this? No. Not even worth it. I mean, look, letters already came off, and I've only used it once. Let me go ahead, get all this stuff ready, and then we'll head downtown. The race starts towards the ferry buildings at Main Street and Howard. So I need to head out in that direction. It says to be there about 30 minutes early. I don't even know how the bus routes are running, but we are gonna go ahead and get going. All right, I'm obviously gonna change my shoes, but here's the bag. I'll put this a little bit more down, but the outfit, this is a little heavy. It's not even like super comfortable, but they have a policy where you can't bring bags that are bigger than, I'll put the dimensions. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I'll actually drink any water, because it's only porta potties out there, so I kind of don't want to be drinking water. I don't know. this is the first year that I am actually a part of the race. We chose to join it very last minute, and Ayla and I decided that we would just walk the race since we're not very much runners, while her boyfriend and his friend actually ran the whole race. So that since this was super last minute, we didn't have an actual costume, so we wore our Shrek hats as our quote-unquote costume. Now, despite having no formal training, I think it wasn't too hard to do, on the count that living in San Francisco means a lot of walking. I live on a very hilly side of the city, and so I walk up and down hills, and I'm kind of used to that, so I think it helped build up my natural endurance so that I could make it through the whole race. This isn't working out. That's breakfast. Yeah, you can't even taste the alcohol. Maybe they just hold us like cello. I can taste that. Now, once we hit the Hayes Hill, it was like party central. People had funnels where they were funneling certain adult beverages down to the people down below. There was an eggplant count, if you know what I mean, and there was people DJing from their living room. So it was just this giant party. When we got to Golden Gate Park, the party was more low-key, not as much music. There was a lot more quiet moments. We did come upon a group of protesters protesting the LGBTQIA plus community, which in the year of our Lord 2024 and in San Francisco, I just was flabbergasted. I guess living in a bubble, I kind of forget that there's people out there that don't support people living their lives. The key to surviving this race really was to not stop walking. But we did make it to the end. However, we stopped right before we crossed over the finish line. There was a person that wanted their pictures taken, and so we took a picture of them, and then they took a picture of us, and it took us a while to get over that line. But once over the line, we got a medal and a bunch of really tasty snacks. They had a beer garden where the sponsor Michelob was giving away free beer and seltzers. I didn't film anything after that, but we did have a few blisters that we had to mend before we decided to commute to lunch. The trains were actually pretty packed, but none of us could muster up the energy to walk anywhere for lunch. And then after that, we did end up getting some ice cream, which is delicious, before finally heading home. Alrighty, we made it home. We got your toys. Hey, your toy babies. We made it home, and I am tired, but every time my body moves, like squat down, it hurts. Or if I stop moving, my body's like, whoa, you're tired. But it was a great time. This is the shirt that came with it. I got it in an extra large. Maybe I should have gone smaller, but I also didn't want it to fit too tight. And then got a medal to add to my collection of stuff. I'll probably take a picture and send it to my mom. I'm thinking of running, even though the only Epsom salt, well, the only bubble bath material that I have is the melatonin one. It's gonna have to make do. I think I'll be fine. Either way, I'm pretty sure that I am naturally just tired because I've been up really early, and it's currently 3:37. So, I probably take that. I just need my muscles to relax because eventually I will have to take Becky out for a walk. And right now my feet hurt. I have blisters, which are mostly my fault because I had only worn those shoes a few times. Start grabbing the stuff so I can run a bath and then put all of this stuff to be washed. I didn't film much afterwards because I took Becky out for a potty break, and then I knocked out for the rest of the night until the following day. I was super tired. The next day I did feel fine. The only issues I was having was if I sat down for too long, it was really hard for me to get up. I think my muscles were just nope, we are done for the week. So I had to make sure to keep getting up, taking lots of breaks so that I wouldn't just cramp up sitting down. I also did already sign up for next year's race, so we will definitely be there next year with real costumes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.